TomoNews presents incredible solutions for solid waste problems. Sea-bin device designed to keep the ocean clean. Australian surfers Andrew Turton and Pete Kuglinski, who are also best friends, decided to do something after they became frustrated with the amount of trash that was floating in the ocean waters that they spent much of their childhood playing in. The duo quit their jobs and invented the sea-bin, which is what they hope will be a sustainable way to reduce the amount of garbage that is polluting the world's waters. Built from recycled materials, the sea-bin is fixed to a dock with a water pump that runs on shore power. The pump brings water through the sea-bin, which allows the natural fiber bag inside the device to catch the floating rubbish and debris before water is pumped back out. Users have the option of installing an oil and water separator to the pump to clean the water that flows through it before the water is allowed to flow back into the ocean. The sea-bin is lined with a natural fiber catch bag that collects floating debris. When the bag is full, it can be changed with another clean one, and the collected debris can be disposed of responsibly. Turton and Kuglinski are trying to raise enough capital to turn the sea-bin prototype into a reality. According to Australia's ABC News, crowdfunding has helped the two men raise $50,000 for commercial production, and a video of the sea-bin in action has attracted more than 10 million hits online.
China finds a new way to get rid of rubbish on power lines. China is using drones to burn down trash stuck to power lines. But is that safe? The fire-spewing drone emits flames via a 1-meter-long tube. It uses liquefied petroleum gas for fuel. The drone can be operated by maintenance workers remotely. China's power company Flames can burn up trash stuck to wires within 15 minutes, which isn't a long enough duration to cause damage to the aluminum-coated power wires. The power company says this method is not only more efficient to get rid of waste stuck to power lines, but it also reduces the risk of maintenance workers being electrocuted by high-voltage lines.
Trash can in India provides access to Wi-Fi signals. Startup company ThinkScream developed a solution to the littering and internet connectivity problems in India, a trash can that offers Wi-Fi. ThinkScream's Wi-Fi generating trash can was inspired by the music festival experience, where littering and lack of Wi-Fi are notorious issues. The bin, a roughly 4 feet tall box made from acrylic and equipped with a Wi-Fi router, was created to inspire people to toss their garbage somewhere else besides the floor. When garbage is placed into the trash can, the trash sets off a sensor at the base of the bin. The trash can then generates a passcode users can enter into their mobile devices. From within a 164 feet radius of the bin, users are able to enjoy 15 minutes of Wi-Fi connectivity. ThinkScream wanted to create a Wi-Fi network powered by garbage and dispersed a number of these smart bins throughout festival areas. They aim to expand this concept throughout other cities. The project is currently being tested at events and colleges.
Googly-eyed Mr. Trash Wheel helps keep Baltimore Harbor clean. This funny-looking device has cleared over 1 million pounds of trash from Baltimore's inner harbor since it was installed in May 2014. Mr. Trash Wheel is a solar and hydro-powered trash disposer installed in Baltimore's inner harbor. The wheel is powered by either the current of the Jones Falls River or by solar panels when the current is slow. The wheel drives the conveyor belt, which carries trash from the river and empties it into a dumpster. A boat tows the dumpster away when it's full. Mr. Trash Wheel has a growing social media presence, with its Twitter account already having amassed more than 9,000 followers. Waste plastic can help build cheaper homes. A New York startup has developed an innovative way to recycle waste plastic, converting it into an alternative building material that can be used to build affordable housing. The bifusion machine can be powered by propane gas or electricity. It can process all types of plastic waste. The plastic waste does not have to be reprocessed. Instead, it's shredded inside the machine before it's made into a new material called replast and compressed into bricks. The replast bricks are not as strong as concrete, so are reinforced with steel rods, wire, and layers of mortar. The company said replast has been used in projects including retaining walls in New Zealand and California, which have withstood environmental tests including earthquakes. The company has so far raised around $30,000 of a $250,000 target on Indiegogo. On its campaign page, it says the bifusion machine will likely be available in the US by May next year. There might be a solution to the giant garbage patch in the Pacific Ocean. A Dutch group aiming to rid the oceans of plastic junk has announced it will begin efforts to clean up the Great Pacific Garbage Patch by 2018, 2 years earlier than originally intended. The organization Ocean Cleanup will use trash collectors in the form of curved booms and screens, which are suspended by anchors floating in deep water. The system will act like an artificial coastline, catching plastic debris as it drifts on the surface or just below the water. Once full, a vessel empties the system and transports the collected plastic to land for processing and recycling. The group plans to deploy up to 50 systems and expects to collect 50% of the trash in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in just 5 years. Ocean Cleanup's first pilot parts are now in production and will begin testing off the west coast of the US by year's end. Sayonara, space junk! NASA has awarded $50,000 for the development of an innovative new spacecraft that promises to get rid of orbital trash. Space debris in the form of spent rocket parts, old satellites, shrapnel, and other items are accumulating around Earth's orbit, which may make collisions more common. To address this issue, NASA is looking into the Brain Craft, a light 3-foot by 3-foot spacecraft that's thinner than human hair. When deployed, the Braincraft moves toward a piece of debris and wraps itself around the item. It then fires its thrusters and pushes back toward Earth. The spacecraft eventually lowers itself and the debris down to the atmosphere, where both are incinerated. The Braincraft is intended to be light and cheap enough that it can be sacrificed at the end of a cleaning mission. But it may also have other applications beyond just collecting trash. The spacecraft is extremely fuel efficient, making it fully capable of traveling long distances, perhaps to explore and mine asteroids or other space rocks.
The Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency is teaming up with a fishing equipment manufacturer to create a net that will clean up space debris in Earth's orbit. It is estimated that 100 million pieces of man-made debris are floating in space. Some 22,000 of that total measure 10 centimeters or larger, big enough to damage spaceships and satellites. The majority of the debris is found 700 kilometers to 1,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. In February, a wire net made of flexible metal fiber, measuring 300 meters long and 30 centimeters wide, will be unraveled in space. The wire net will generate a magnetic field that will attract space debris. The Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency is planning further trials next year. The technology could be deployed as early as 2019.
Scientists propose using lasers to clean up space junk. German scientists have proposed using laser pulses to clean up small, irregular-shaped space debris. According to NASA, there are nearly 3,000 tons of space debris in the low Earth orbit. Whipple shields protect most spacecraft from debris up to 1 centimeter in diameter. However, debris between 1 and 10 centimeters are particularly dangerous, as they cannot be dodged or blocked. One way to clean up the debris is by using high-energy laser pulses to change the orbit of the debris, leading it to re-enter the atmosphere and burn up. Space debris travel at speeds up to 28,000 kilometers per hour, which is fast enough for a small piece of debris to damage a satellite or a spacecraft.
Climbers of the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest, will have to bring down 8 kilograms of trash under new rules that will come into effect in April. An estimated 10 tons of trash is accumulated on Mount Everest. This after 13 tons were removed between 2008 and 2013. All camps except for the base camp have garbage problems, including broken tents, oxygen cylinders, used cooking equipment, human waste, and the frozen corpses of climbers left in the death zone that starts at 8,000 meters up. The new rule applies to those who climb above base camp. It requires each climber to bring back 8 kilograms of litter upon descent, excluding their own oxygen cylinders and human waste. Authorities will take legal action against climbers who fail to comply with the new rule, but it is unclear presently what kind of penalty it would involve. The city of Sydney. is proposing to install an underground waste disposal system in Royston Street, Darlinghurst. The new system will replace about 15 standard-sized bins on the street with 5 large 1,100-litre bins underground. 2 of the underground bins will be used for recycling waste. Rubbish will be dumped down street-level chutes, which are attached to the underground bins. The bins will then be transported to the surface by hydraulic lifts and emptied into garbage trucks. The installation is planned for later this year.